All right, family. Black Power. Black Power is the true power with General Sarah Soon Seti. Kick back, get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. Black on the General once again. The flagship, back on the flagship, family. Ring the alarm, family. It's that time. This Sunday, tomorrow, epic lecture from Naga to Nigga. Epic, legendary lecture from the General going down tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern. You should not miss it. The African origins of the Hindu Kush. Have yourself in the place. Class is now in session, and you should click that link and be above and beyond all thinkers of the day. You see what I'm saying? Because after that class, that's where you're going to be. You're going to be in an elite class of thinkers and scholars, family. And I'm going to put you there, and I'm going to guarantee you that I'm going to advance you. And that's my mission, that you have the message of the ancestors, and that is so powerful that you're going to want to be a one who takes it to the people. It's so powerful that you got to take it to the people and teach the people the information. That's how powerful that it is. Okay. Ring the alarm, kingseti.com online marketplace. 25% off at this time. All you have to do when you go to kingseti.com, click the sales tab. Boom. All those beautiful products up under the sales tab is yours right now for 25% off. And that's a beautiful thing. We have the classic and Jurassic DVD lectures, T-shirts and hoodies for the kings and the queens. We have African Kemetic and African and Kemetic jewelry, necklaces, bracelets. We got cosmic talismans. We got the Naga Buddhas. We got the all-seeing eye onks. We got medallions for the queens. We got medallions for the kings. Holistic herbal tonics and remedies, black seed living better, immunity booster, sea moss gel. We also got the natural men tonic, extra strong for your brothers. We got you. We're gonna take care of you. We got home decor accessories for every room in the house, living room, dining room, kitchen, bathroom. We got you. kingseti.com, 25% off at this time. Pull the fire alarm, generalseti.com, SETI University. Over 900 videos on African history, heritage, spirituality, nation building, mental warfare. Advanced African academics developing the Black nation one lesson at a time. The complete General Sarah Soon Seti website, highlighting the too raw for YouTube, banned General Seti videos. That's right. Too raw for YouTube. Banned General Seti videos, all powerful. The Black Woman is God video library series and catalog, plus the Black Woman is God video library series and catalog, plus over 900 videos on African history, politics, and religion. This highlighting also the making of a nigga. You see, highlighting the making of the white man. All of this is all powerful information that cannot be found in a collection nowhere else on this level. You understand? GeneralSeti.com. Become a student today. That's right. We keep it popping on Patreon. BPC making noise. We never calm. Exclusive live streams. Too hot to handle on YouTube. Just did this one. Was ancient Egypt powered by vibranium like stones from the Congo? Just did this one. This was part one. Let me go on and put that in there. Part two is tomorrow. And so let me go on and put it in there. Part two is tomorrow. You see? And it's powerful, man. This, all the, this is you're talking about, many, many years of research. So when I come up on the scene, you're going to know it. You're going to know it's been researched for, 10 years. It ain't nothing that just can be, just put together. You can't just throw this together. No, sir. Ain't going to be able to do it. So let me go and put that in there. You see? And I'm very, this is another one of my, one that I'm real, I'm real proud of. You know what I'm saying? The research that's in there. You see, very powerful. Let me go and throw that in there. So bingo. Part 2 tomorrow, family. So don't miss that. You see? And let me get that in there. Okay. That's Patreon, General SETI. We also, Why Ice People Never Worship Sun Gods. We got Where Are the Original Books of the Bible, the ancient Egyptian origins of the Jedi Knight, and that tie into the, the vibranium, and, because all these elements that what you're talking about, even though it's a fictional name, the stone itself is real. They got stones like that. But all the elements that's in the ground and in the cosmos is in you. Understand that. Is in you. So don't think, just we know it's in you. Everything you see in the cosmos, in the ground, is in you. That's right. Make sure so get on over there, Patreon, General SETI, get that work. And make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channels, King SETI, General SETI, Monsoon SETI. Rock that notification bell. Get a video a thumbs up. Like it because you love it. Share it with your family and friends and comment. Just don't say nothing crazy because I will ban your ass. You got to really know you over here. You coming over here. You because I ain't been on the general in a while. You see what I'm saying? But I'm black. I'm this the first one that's gonna get it rolling. And so you better stay and keep in tune. If you hit the notification bell, make sure you tap all so when I go live, you know it. All right. Now we talking about the sacred monsoon trade winds between Africa and Asia. You see? And so, we don't understand because we didn't listen to too many, and these Cro-Magnon Neanderthals talking about Africans walked, migrated around the world. We migrated, we navigated. We didn't just migrate, we navigated, and we took the oceans, we took the seas. You see? And so that's why when you see in our history and you see in our cosmology, you see, matter of fact, let me get Dendera up there. I got to get Dendera up there. Every time I get to saying something pop up in my head where I have to put it in there for you. You see? So I can prove it. And you can go to Dendera yourself and prove it to yourself. Okay, let me get this one. This all powerful. Let me throw this in here. Matter of fact, I'm gonna have to share it. Hold on. Okay. Bingo. Okay, we in the house. Okay, we in the house. Let me just bring it all the way up. You feel me? Let me bring it all the way up. Let me zoom out of here. Too big. Okay. Too big. And so you see, okay, now, so we can understand because our ancestors is telling us something and we need to listen. You see, when you go into Dendera and you see right there, what you see? You see the deities moving on arcs. You see, and you also see the symbol of water down there. You see all the way to the bottom because this is the celestial now. You see, this is the celestial now. And you see all the deities sailing across. You see the celestial now, which is the Milky Way. You see? And so, this shows that our people were connected to water from ancient times, very ancient times. We were connected to water. Now, even in the, matter of fact, let me see if I can get that out, the temple. Because I like to back it up. See, when I get to doing things I didn't even mean to do. Right here, the Egyptian temple. Okay, it's right there anyway. Okay, good. Let me show you. so I can prove what I'm saying. So I don't want you to think you walk nowhere. God damn, your nigga, your feet, god damn, your feet would be tired as hell. I know it was over a period of time, but god damn, it ain't that much walking in the world. When the fuck you gonna leave Africa and just walk? You was on a mission of adventure. You wasn't going over there because you had to. You see what I'm saying? Wait a minute, where's the interior? So I can show you. Okay. There it is right there. There it is right there. There it is right there. Let me put it in there. You see? And so you even when you come into, you see in the church, they got what they call the nave. You see? And then people don't understand that that's to navigate. You see? That's a to navigate. And so when you go into the interior of the Egyptian temple, what you see the ark of the deity. And so you see what they call the shrine. They call it the nails, in which is inside of that shrine would be a statue of the deity. This particular temple is Edfu. And so it would have been the temple, a statue of Horus would have been there. You see, and so different in various ceremonies, they would bring the statue and put him in the ark. And you can see that they got the poles for the priest to carry, and then they would carry it out the temple, and they would perform whatever. Sometimes, take it on a ship, that's on the Nile, and they'll sail up and down the Nile. It'll be a celebration, you see. And so you see our deities moved on arks, which showed that our people were connected to water from the ancient times. And so our people did not move like as if the Cro-Magnon talk about. You see, they move into Asia. You see, okay, that's cool. That's cool. They moved into Asia via ships. You see, and see when you study it, and let me move that out of there so I can go to work. You see? So I can go to work. Now, let me see if I can blow it up just a little more so it can fill up just a little more. It might be too big, but let me see. Well, that's good. That's good right there. That's good right there. And so now, what you're looking at, you see in Africa top side up, not upside down like on a European map. That's upside down when you get the European map because it got Europe on the bottom at the top, which is false. You see, because even in they mythology of evolution, man is supposedly evolved in what? Central East Africa. And so once you understand the flow of the river, you see, once you understand the flow of the river, you know that the river Nile is flowing from the south down into Egypt. So it starts up in the highlands. See, and so Central East Africa is the mountain regions. See, as you go up into Africa from Egypt, you're going up, you're going higher elevation. You see, and so when you get it, and when I was in Ethiopia, nothing but mountains. You see, nothing but you're in the highlands. So the Nile is flowing out of the mountain regions of Central East Africa down into Egypt. And so that's how our people came into. They came down north. See, you got to say down north, up south, down north, up south. We came from up south. So the top of Africa is South Africa. That's actually the top. You see, that's the top of Africa, and North Africa is the bottom. It's the bottom. It's on the bottom. It was the last area of the continent where our people, you understand, navigated down. They came down via the Nile. You see, and so we have been on these rivers. Africa's has so many great rivers. You see, which I will go over, that they had been mastering these rivers since the beginning of our walk on this planet. You see, those have always been our highways. And those were our first training grounds before we would take to the sea. You see, that was our first training ground. And so, you see the Red Sea was one of those first areas where, that was our first, adventure. You see, that we would, go across the Red Sea, and you got to understand down, where you see Yemen. Now that's right there in Southern Arabia, and right how close it is to Ethiopia. You see, and you can see portions of Arabia to Egypt and Sudan. It looks like it's a little thinner than even this portion from Yemen to Somalia. You see, but it's still very close. And so they would master these areas first. You see the Red Sea, they would master. And so you already understand that they were the first to colonize. You see, some people did migrate across by foot. You understand what I'm saying? But that was where you got to areas where there was no water. You see, and so they walked in. Yeah, they did. But for the most part, it's the Red Sea, they came across on ships. You see, and you gradually, you come across from Ethiopia to Yemen. It's an easy, because you can almost see across. You see, and once you get across, you take that coastline. You see, you stay close to the coastline. And so you can see that, a lot of people say that Mesopotamia and once you understand that, man, damn well, because Mesopotamia is damn near at the bottom of the damn planet. You see, it's at the bottom. It's not at the top. You see, so when you're talking about even Mesopotamia, you're talking about down here on the tip of the Persian Gulf, you got to understand that, that's even lower than Upper Egypt. You see, that's down there, near Cairo. You know what I'm saying? It's almost on the same latitude as Cairo, which is in the most northern part of Egypt. You see, so the reality is that India, because as they came around, you see, and you got to understand, they got the monsoons. The monsoons is carrying them. They're not just, they got a lot of help with the monsoons, as you can see here. You can see during which are powerful winds. And so, usually, the monsoon, they're wet winds, rain, a lot of flooding on the land, but very powerful winds. So say if you exporting to India or to Asia, because it's shown that the monsoon, they didn't just go to the west coast of India. They took the monsoons can take you past, because there's different lanes to the monsoons, that'll take you right on around into what today is called the Bay of Bengal. You see, which I got down here. Let me see. Yeah, okay. Well, I don't have it right there, but you see right there. Now this shows you before you even go up into the Persian Gulf. You see, I'm gonna bring this up so we can understand this. You see, before you even go up into the Persian Gulf, and you can see here, you gonna come to India. The monsoons are breaking, so you see Somalia and see Southern Arabia, even in the ancient annals, was Cushite. That's Ethiopian. You see? That's Ethiopian. Ain't no Arab of the day was there. You see? And that's why when they stress, they say Southern Arabia, which is also called Arabia Felix, which means that's the best part of Arabia. And so most Arabs, they say that's where the pure Arab come from. Well, damn well he didn't originate there. Why would they say? Because what they calling the pure Arab is actually the Cushite, the original Cushite that was in the land. So you can see as they, took the monsoons, that more likely they came to India before they went up to Mesopotamia. Before they turned that corner, they came to India. You see, they came to India. And you can and let me tell y'all, they have ships. Okay, a lot of people, they think that, and I got the facts. I didn't put it on this particular one, but I'll show you the barges that the ancient Egyptians got. Man, these are barges damn near the size of barges of the damn day almost. You see, because they was carrying granite from deep down in southern Africa. They were selling that granite up to Egypt. And we're talking about obelisks. They carved the obelisks out, and they actually carved them in the south, and they carried them to the barges and sailed them back up to Egypt. You see, and sailed them back up to Egypt. So this is, so you and recorded that two of the obelisks were 1,000 tons, 1,000 tons a piece. So these wasn't no damn canoes. These was barges, just like you see damn near probably half of what an oil damn tanker would be today. You see, they had that type of length in the ancient world. And so we got to quit thinking that they was not scared. They had ocean-faring ships. That, I put them down there for you. No, they wasn't going across. And truth be told, they was able to sail one of those across the Atlantic. So you already know that the barges they were selling them heavy obelisks on, that's easy. That's easy. You see, that's easy. That's nothing to go from Somalia to India, because with the monsoons, man, you gonna be, and you got wind sails. Man, listen here. You gonna be on that water going about 50, 60, maybe 70 miles an hour. You see, you gonna be on that water, depending on how heavy your load is. But I could imagine that some of them ships could get up to at least 50, 60 miles an hour out there on that water, with the monsoons, blowing like they blowing. And so that's when they did heavy exchange between Africa and India. And that's why you get what they call the Mon Khmers, who built Angkor Wat, because they came on the monsoons. Okay, wait a minute. Let me talk to you. Let me talk to you now. I don't want you, who are the Mon Khmers that built Angkor Wat? Okay? Let me drop down on you with this info. Let me show you what the Mons look like. Now, these are the champs. Now, y'all, tomorrow, y'all better be in the house. Y'all gonna get this fire tomorrow. I'm just gonna give you a little taste right now. You see? Now, that's the charms. Now, you can see she's African. She got the woolly hair. Why, got the traditional, and not that all Africans look that way, but these is one of our traditional, features. You see? And so when you look at the charm, and this was the only way that they ever shown them. You see? They didn't show them no other kind of way. You see? Here's another charm, which is calm. This is where you get Nag Champa. You see? The Naga. You understand? The Naga Champa, the Negus Champa. You see? And so let me show you the woolly hair Buddhas. You see? Let me show you the woolly hair Buddhas. Now, this is another one I could put in there to show you. You see? Let me see this one. Wait a minute. Man, I got so much in here. Hold on, family. I wanna show y'all this now. I don't want this to get away from me. I just want to show the Buddhas. They might be all the way at the top. Usually I put them at the top. Let me go to the top. Because I had to come in swinging real hard when I had, here they go right here. Here they go right here. Right there. So them is the Mon Khmers right there. You see? Those are the Mon Khmers right there. Those are the Mon Khmers right there. And you see them with woolly hair. Okay? And that's the only kind of hair you're gonna see. That's their hair. That's not no, and so that's and so the ones that you see there today are not the ones the original peoples of the land. Okay, I want to stress that. Those are not the original peoples of the land. Let me throw this down here so you can get an understanding. A lot of people talk about the Dravidians. The Dravidians got straight hair. Okay? Those are not the Dravidians. Okay? Those are not, these is the Buddhas that, let me show you now so you can understand, because a lot of people say if they see some slant in their islands, let me show you, nigga. Those are the Khoisan. You see? Those are the Khoisan. You can see that peppercorn hair on their head. You see that peppercorn hair on their head. That's what it is. You see? We straightening up that shit today. We're not letting y'all get away with that. And so, as they roll, they call them the Mon Khmer and the Cham. Now, the Cham was right next to, let me see. Okay. Let me go right here. And so you see over here, you see Cambodia, Thailand. And so Angkor Wat would be in today what is Thailand. You see? And then and part of Cambodia too. Part of Cambodia too. Matter of fact, in Cambodia and Thailand. You see, it is stretched in both of them. Now, Champa would have been in today what is Vietnam. It's right next door. You see, and so as the monsoons would bring, but they were so powerful that when they blow, man, this is the time you can ride them all the way. It's blowing all through there, and they hella powerful. You see what I'm saying? They all, and so of course, you're gonna get a lot of typhoons, and which is on the water, you're gonna have it, but you got to be prepared for that. So only the skilled navigators could get out there at that time, you see? But that was the time for you, and so you could ride them all the way to Japan, because it's coming all the way up there, and then eventually, but Angkor Wat would have been in today what is Cambodia, and you get one of the Cambodia was one of the ancient names of Angkor Wat, Cambodia. You see, Cambodia, and so you see that Cam, and you understand that you got the Kush, and you see, and it goes on and on and on. So many words, and the languages is so similar that it's not coincidence. You see, and so you see even the trade routes, the ancient trade routes. That when, because we got to understand, listen, let me tell you that Egypt is the interlock between Asia and Europe. Okay, I want you to understand that. You see, understand that. Now, what am I saying? Now you got the Suez Canal that's there. The Suez Canal links today Europe with the East, India, even their oil with the Persian Gulf. You see, they had to go through that Suez Canal. Now, if they don't go through the Suez Canal, they got to sail all the way around Africa. You see, unless they're going to find some other way to get it all from overland, which they're not going to be able to do. They're not going to be able to fill up enough barges. Now, at least with the barges, you can pack them. You see, in the hull and on top. You see, with the on the and on top, in the hull and on top. Other than that, and that's why they, the Asians, they had the Silk Road. Who the hell gonna carry shit across all through the mountains and shit? That just show you how backwards they was, and that they did not have the knowledge of navigation. And so that link right there between Egypt being the that's what you call the center of the earth. Really, when you even economically, that's the center right there, Egypt. Everybody got to come through Egypt, either go into Europe or go into Asia, back and forth. You see the interlock. You see between the continents and the civilizations. And so that was, that's why everybody got something out of Egypt. Everybody had to come and pay a toll. You see, they all had to come and pay a toll. And then, you got to understand that, we talking about the Africans in the Horn of Africa, down there in Punt and, in Aksum. And you couldn't just sail up through there. So you had to pay a tax. You see, you had to pay a tax. So, from it depends on which direction you're coming from. You see, coming from East Asia, the Horn of Africa is the front door. If you're coming from the Mediterranean, that's the front door. You see? And so you got to, you got two front doors, and both doors had to be guarded at all times. Because if you allow somebody just sell in and shit, then, but just like even today, they had guards, they had Navy, they had Navy all up and down the Red Sea. So you couldn't just sell in there, they had, so they would be able to warn, the nations that, somebody had entered. You see what I'm saying? And so they're going to meet them down there. They're going to meet them in wherever they at. They're going to meet them at the Horn of Africa. And so they have forts in Southern Arabia. They have forts, you see, in today, what is Somalia, Punt. They have forts and they have military there to keep anybody from trying to enter into the Horn of Africa and, trying to sneak attack either Nubia or Egypt, you see. And so again, we showing you that our people had mastered, and they went and they took it even past the South China Sea. You see, they talking about the South China Sea, and so you seeing way over here, you can go to Papua New Guinea. You see way down here, let me see if I can see. I can bring it over, so you can see way over here, Papua New Guinea down here, Africans. You see, Papua New Guinea Africans. So, all through here, in which I've shown you many times. And this is showing you, the monsoons coming back. You see, the monsoons coming back. But they went past Papua New Guinea. You see, right here, you see Papua New Guinea. So you see New Guinea, and then you got Papua New Guinea. So you can see they started taking over. The whole island belonged to African people. You see, they infringing now. So you got to understand that all these areas where you see Orientals today, they was not in there yet. They didn't have nothing in there. That was all African. That was all Kushite, all of it. Southern India, Kushite. They didn't move down from up out of the north, and they didn't murdered, and they didn't, just no different than the European. Period. Even the Japanese talk about the little toit that was on the island before they got there. They know that. And they talking about, you see right here, ancient trade routes. Archaeologists have found evidence suggesting there was a flourishing sea trade between India and Egypt during the Roman era. Flourishing. Before the goddamn Roman. They always want to talk during the Roman. Damn it, they've been going before the goddamn Roman even had shoes. The hell they talking about during they was already over there before the Roman even had shoes. Okay? And so everywhere you look, family, I'm going to do a part 2 to this. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do it tomorrow. You see, wherever there's the great rainforests, that's where our people dominated. That's us. That's us, period. You know, that's us. That's where we, even when you talk about the Americas, we started in the South and we went north. Not like the Cro-Magnon Neanderthal who came from the north and went south and brought terror all the way down. Devastation. You see? And so, and another thing which I'm going to talk about, a lot of people, see, they don't show all of these islands. You had to get them good maps. See, they don't show you all them islands. They show you a big ass goddamn ocean, you know, where they don't show you all these islands. There's islands all through there. So when people say, oh, how did they get from all, you know, from over here to the Americas, people think they just sail all the way across the goddamn big ass empty ocean. No, they went from island to island to island. They went from island to island to island. You see? They went from island to island to island, and they gradually into where they, you know, they knew and mapped out the islands, and, you know, and then you got adventurers. You got adventurers that, you know, and so not only did our people come to the Americas from the Atlantic, they also came from the Pacific. They came from both sides, family. They came from both sides. And so I want to thank y'all. This is part 1 of the sacred monsoon trade winds between Africa and Asia. We'll be black for part 2 tomorrow, and I'm going to make it just as powerful as we did today. Go back and do some research. Check it out. Eugene Adams, Africans in Asia, tomorrow, Naga the nigga. The link is right down in the video description. Click that link, KingSeti.com, 25% off for your family. Black Power, thank you for being here. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.